What's more entertaining than the polished perfection of royal life? Watching it unravel in the most unexpected and hilarious ways. We're so accustomed to seeing the British royal family's poised appearances and impeccable decorum that their candid moments of laughter, mischief, and wit often catch us delightfully off guard. From Prince Harry's popcorn thief moment to the Queen cutting a cake with a sword, these glimpses behind the curtain remind us that even the most regal figures aren't immune to life's little quirks. Who took the spotlight with a comical balcony tantrum? Which future king stunned the world with his karaoke debut? Join us as we explore the funniest, most relatable moments in royal history. Which one will leave you laughing the most? And how do these unexpected events bring us closer to understanding the personalities behind the crowns? Let's dive in. 1. Royal childhood antics. Mischief runs in the family. Growing up as part of the royal family might mean a lifetime of protocol and public appearances, but for the younger members, it also means finding ways to inject fun into the spotlight. Prince Harry, famously known for his cheeky charm, displayed his mischievous streak from an early age. One of his most memorable antics involved sticking his tongue out at photographers while riding in a car with Princess Diana. The moment became an iconic snapshot, capturing both Harry's playful personality and Diana's affectionate yet firm response as she quickly intervened with a smile. But Harry's not the only royal to embrace playful gestures. Fast forward a few decades, and his niece Princess Charlotte brought a similar energy to the royal fold. During the King's Cup sailing regatta, Charlotte made headlines for sticking her tongue out at the crowd, a move her mother, Kate Middleton, laughed off with a mixture of amusement and mild exasperation. The scene was a striking echo of Harry's earlier escapades, proving that a mischievous streak might just be hereditary. These moments of youthful rebellion are not just amusing. They also remind us of the universal nature of childhood, even under the intense scrutiny of the public eye. Whether it's Harry's impish grin or Charlotte's cheeky defiance, these lighthearted instances show that some things, like the playful energy of children, transcend even royal traditions. 2. Charles's unexpected dance moves. While the younger royals often steal the spotlight with their playful antics, Prince Charles has proven that he's no stranger to letting loose himself, albeit in his own, uniquely regal way. One of his most unforgettable moments came in 1985, when the Prince of Wales found himself surrounded by a group of breakdancers during a visit to a youth event in London. Initially hesitant, Charles seemed slightly out of his depth as the dancers encouraged him to join in. But ever the good sport, he gamely stepped forward, attempting a few moves that were as charmingly awkward as they were unexpected. The crowd erupted into applause as Charles leaned into the moment, his reserved demeanor giving way to genuine laughter. While his breakdancing skills might not have rivaled those of the professionals, his willingness to participate won him admiration and softened his otherwise formal image. But Charles's dancing days didn't end there. During a royal visit to Sri Lanka, he joined a choreographed hokey-cokey routine, proving once again that he wasn't afraid to embrace a moment of levity. These instances, though rare, are a reminder that even the future king knows how to let his guard down. After all, isn't a little awkward dancing something we can all relate to? And speaking of royals stepping out of their comfort zones, another chapter in royal hilarity takes us to the slopes, where even grace and poise can falter. 3. Diana and Sarah's ski slope tumble princess. Diana and Sarah Ferguson, affectionately known as Fergie, shared a bond that extended beyond their royal duties. Their friendship, filled with laughter and camaraderie, often played out in the public eye. One such moment occurred during a skiing holiday in the Swiss Alps, where the two set out to enjoy a day on the slopes. As cameras clicked away, Diana, known for her elegance, attempted to navigate a tricky downhill stretch. But even the people's princess wasn't immune to gravity. She took an unexpected tumble, ending up in a heap on the snow. Fergie, ever the supportive friend, quickly skied over to check on her. What followed was a burst of laughter between the two women, a candid moment that perfectly encapsulated their dynamic. The press, of course, captured every second, and the images quickly became an enduring symbol of Diana's relatability. It wasn't just the fall that charmed people, it was Diana's reaction. Rather than appearing embarrassed, she embraced the humor of the situation, laughing alongside Fergie as they regrouped. It's these moments of genuine joy and friendship that have left a lasting impression on those who admired her. From dancing princes to tumbling princesses, these candid episodes reveal that even under the weight of royal expectation, moments of spontaneity and humor shine through. And when we think of humor, few relationships in the royal family embody playfulness as much as the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. 4. William and Kate's playful rivalry. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, Prince William and Kate Middleton, have become one of the most beloved royal couples, known for their grace and poise. But when it comes to competition, their playful rivalry has often stolen the spotlight. Whether it's a rowing race or a sailing regatta, these two are always up for a challenge, and neither is willing to back down without a fight. One of their most memorable competitive moments occurred during a charity dragon boat race before their marriage. Dressed in casual sportswear, both William and Kate took to the water with the determination of seasoned athletes. As paddles splashed and the crowd cheered, it became clear that this wasn't just a lighthearted event, it was a battle of wills. Kate's team ultimately emerged victorious, leaving William with a good-natured smirk and a promise of future revenge. This spirit of rivalry didn't stop at the water. During a 2019 engagement at an RAF base, the couple faced off in a game of virtual football, where their competitive streaks were on full display. Their playful banter and shared laughter made the event a hit with onlookers, reinforcing their relatable, down-to-earth image. While their duties often call for composure and unity, moments like these remind us that beneath the titles lie two individuals who enjoy a good laugh, especially at each other's expense. And speaking of laughter, there's one royal who has turned humor into an art form: the late Prince Philip. 5. Prince Philip's quick wit. Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, was known for his unwavering dedication to duty and his sharp sense of humor, often delivering quips that left both the public and his family in stitches. While some of his remarks could be described as blunt, they were always underpinned by a mischievous charm that endeared him to many. One of his most famous moments occurred during a visit to Canada, where he was presented with a totem pole by a local indigenous community. Without missing a beat, Philip turned to the group and joked, "Is this for me? I hope I don't have to take it home on the plane." The remark drew laughter from everyone present, including the royals, and highlighted his ability to ease formal situations with lighthearted humor. Philip's wit wasn't reserved for public engagements. At family events, he often used humor to lighten the mood. For instance, during a wedding toast, he once teased a groom about his choice of bride in a way that only Philip could: blunt, funny, and undeniably memorable. His ability to strike the perfect balance between formality and levity made him a cornerstone of royal gatherings. His quick wit didn't just bring joy to those around him, it also served as a reminder of the human side of the monarchy. And as we move from one master of humor to another, it's time to focus on the wit of none other than Queen Elizabeth herself. 6. The Queen's timeless wit. Queen Elizabeth II, often perceived as the epitome of regal composure, was known to possess a sharp and understated sense of humor that frequently caught people by surprise. Whether during formal state visits or casual public appearances, her quick wit and subtle jokes were a testament to her playful nature beneath the crown. One of her most iconic moments occurred during a visit to the White House in 2007. Then-President George W. Bush mistakenly suggested in a speech that the Queen had attended America's bicentennial celebrations in 1776 instead of 1976. The Queen, ever composed, addressed the mistake during a subsequent dinner by humorously quipping, "I wondered whether I should start this toast by saying, 'When I was here in 1776.'" The room erupted in laughter, and Bush himself could only smile sheepishly at her clever response. Her humor extended beyond words. At the 2012 London Olympics opening ceremony, the Queen surprised the world with a skit alongside Daniel Craig as James Bond. The unexpected and hilarious scene, culminating in a stunt double of the Queen parachuting into the stadium, proved she wasn't above a little self-deprecating humor. Moments like these showed the Queen's ability to connect with people across generations, blending her stately presence with a playful charm. And as much as her wit brought joy, it was her interactions with children that truly melted hearts, setting the stage for one of her most endearing roles. The great-grandmother, who shared laughs with the youngest royals. 7. Louis at the Jubilee, a toddler steals the show. If there was ever a royal who effortlessly stole the spotlight, it was young Prince Louis during the Platinum Jubilee celebrations in 2022. While the event was meant to honor Queen Elizabeth's remarkable reign, it was Louis's hilarious antics that had people around the world talking. The celebrations began with the traditional Trooping the Colour parade, where Louis joined his family on the iconic Buckingham Palace balcony. Dressed in a miniature sailor suit reminiscent of one worn by his father, Prince William, as a child, Louis initially waved enthusiastically at the cheering crowds. But as the fly past commenced, his enthusiasm turned into a whirlwind of emotions. Covering his ears, pulling faces, and even letting out an exaggerated yawn, Louis gave photographers plenty to capture. The laughs didn't end there. During the Jubilee pageant, Louis continued his comedic streak by bouncing on his seat, making animated gestures, and even playfully shushing his mother, Kate Middleton. While some parents might have panicked at such behavior, Kate handled it with grace, occasionally laughing along with the audience. The world couldn't get enough of Louis's antics, with social media flooded by memes and affectionate commentary about the little prince's personality. His unfiltered reactions reminded everyone that even in the most formal of settings, children will always be children. From toddlers stealing the show to royals embracing their humorous side, it's clear that laughter has always played a vital role in royal life. And when it comes to sharing playful moments with the public, Prince Harry certainly knows how to keep things entertaining. 8. Prince Harry and the Popcorn Thief. Prince Harry has always had a natural charm, particularly when interacting with children. And one of his most endearing moments came during the 2017 Invictus Games. Seated in the stands to watch a volleyball match, Harry found himself next to 2-year-old Emily Henson, the daughter of British Paralympian David Henson. What began as an innocent moment of Harry enjoying his popcorn quickly turned into an adorable game of thievery. Emily, seated beside the prince, casually reached over to help herself to a handful of his popcorn. Unaware at first, Harry eventually caught on and responded in the most playful way. Pretending to be shocked, he teased Emily with funny faces before handing her more of his snack. The two quickly became the stars of the event. Their interaction caught on camera and shared widely across social media. This heartwarming exchange showcased Harry's playful personality and his effortless ability to connect with others, especially children. The moment was a reminder that despite his royal title, Harry's down-to-earth nature always shone through. From the popcorn thief to his spirited engagements with fans, Harry has consistently brought lightheartedness to royal duties. And when it comes to unexpected laughter, a few moments can stop a royal's encounter with unpredictable animals. 9. Adorable animal encounters. The royal family has had its fair share of charming interactions with animals, but some encounters stand out for their sheer hilarity. One such moment involved Queen Elizabeth II and a particularly hungry elephant during a visit to Whipsnade Zoo in 2017. As part of the visit, the Queen and Prince Philip were tasked with feeding Donna, a 7-year-old elephant. Holding a banana, the Queen extended it towards Donna, only for the elephant to greedily snatch it in one swift motion. The Queen's amused reaction, accompanied by her trademark, "Oh, she's rather greedy, isn't she?" was a delightful highlight of the day. Prince Harry, too, has had his fair share of funny animal encounters. During a royal tour in Australia, Harry was introduced to a koala named Waddle. As he posed for photos, Waddle decided to lean in, leaving Harry laughing nervously and commenting on the koala's curious approach. Even Prince William had a memorable moment with a rambunctious eagle during a visit to the Anglesey Falconry Centre. As the bird spread its massive wings, William flinched with surprise, prompting laughter from the onlookers. These animal encounters remind us that no matter how regal the occasion, wildlife can add a touch of unpredictability and humor to the day. Moving from furry friends to family banter, the next part takes us into the playful sibling rivalry between two of the most famous royal brothers. 10. William and Harry's playful sibling rivalry. Sibling dynamics are often filled with a mix of competition and camaraderie, and Prince William and Prince Harry are no exception. Despite their royal titles, their relationship is remarkably relatable, filled with teasing and light-hearted banter. One such moment occurred during a charity polo match when Harry jokingly attempted to trip William as they both raced toward the ball. The crowd roared with laughter, and even William couldn't help but smile at his brother's antics. Their playful ribbing extends beyond the polo field. During a public engagement, William once teased Harry about his beard, jokingly suggesting he might use it as camouflage in his royal duties. Harry, never one to let a comment slide, quipped back with his own jab about William's thinning hair, prompting laughter from the crowd and their family alike. Even during interviews, their banter has been a source of entertainment. When asked who was better at school, William cheekily replied that he might have been smarter, only for Harry to interject with a grin, saying, "Well, I was better at everything else, wasn't I?" Moments like these highlight their bond and bring a human touch to their public appearances. From sibling teasing to global events, the royal family's presence on the world stage has often led to moments of unexpected levity, and few events showcase their ability to embrace the spotlight quite like their dance floor escapades. 11. Royals on the dance floor. While public speeches and formal appearances are standard for the royal family, there's something undeniably delightful about seeing them take to the dance floor. Perhaps the most iconic example is Prince Charles's unexpected breakdancing attempt in the 1980s, which remains a fan-favorite moment. Surrounded by enthusiastic dancers at a youth event, Charles gamely joined in, awkwardly mimicking their moves with a grin that showed he was in on the joke. Prince Harry also had his share of dancing moments, most notably during his visit to Jamaica in 2012. Paired with a spirited local woman during a cultural event, Harry wholeheartedly embraced the rhythm, much to the delight of the crowd. The sight of the red-haired prince trying his best to keep up was as endearing as it was entertaining. The younger generation isn't alone in letting loose. Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, has shared a few memorable moments, including a charming dance with Paddington Bear at a children's charity event. Her laughter and willingness to join in made the event all the more heartwarming. These instances of royals dancing, often unpolished and brimming with enthusiasm, show a side of the monarchy that's refreshingly relatable. As they embrace these candid moments, it's a reminder that even the most reserved royals aren't afraid to let their hair down, especially when it brings joy to those around them. 12. Fashion faux pas. When style goes awry. The British royal family is renowned for its impeccable fashion sense, but even royals aren't immune to the occasional wardrobe malfunction or style mishap. One memorable moment involved Kate Middleton during her visit to Canada in 2011. As the Duchess stepped off a plane, a sudden gust of wind caught her flowing yellow dress, causing an awkward Marilyn Monroe-style moment. Ever composed, Kate gracefully held her skirt down and continued smiling, a true testament to her poise under pressure. The Queen herself has experienced similar challenges. During a public appearance, her signature hat was caught by a strong breeze, tilting precariously as she delivered a speech. Far from letting the moment fluster her, the Queen adjusted her hat with a subtle smile, demonstrating her unshakable grace. Even Prince William wasn't spared from a fashion faux pas during his wedding to Kate. An eagle-eyed viewer noticed that his uniform hat was slightly askew, prompting playful jokes on social media about his less-than-perfect accessory. These moments of sartorial mishap are a reminder that even the most polished public figures face the unpredictable nature of the elements or the occasional slip-up. And while fashion may sometimes falter, the family's sense of humor never does, especially when faced with the challenges of modern technology. 13. Tech troubles. Royals versus video calls. Navigating the digital world has led to plenty of laughs for the royal family, especially during the pandemic when virtual engagements became the norm. One standout moment involved Princess Anne and Queen Elizabeth attempting a video call for a documentary. As the Queen joined the call, Anne couldn't help but tease her mother, saying, "Can you see everybody? You should have 6 people on your screen." The Queen, in her typically dry manner, replied, "I can see 4, and that's plenty." The exchange highlighted not just the generational gap in technology use, but also the Queen's understated wit. It wasn't long before clips of the interaction circulated widely, earning the pair praise for their relatability. Prince William and Kate also experienced a moment of technical awkwardness when their microphone unexpectedly cut out during a virtual charity meeting. Unfazed, William leaned closer to Kate, joking, "I think it's your turn to fix this," sparking laughter among their audience. These moments have endeared the royals to the public, showing that even they struggle with the quirks of modern technology. Whether it's a frozen screen or a muted mic, the relatable nature of these hiccups reminds us that royals are human too. And while video calls can be unpredictable, so too can the spontaneity of family pets, a recurring source of royal hilarity. 14. Royal pets, corgis and chaos. The royal family's love for animals, particularly Queen Elizabeth II's affection for her corgis, has long been a charming aspect of their public image. However, these furry companions have often been at the center of funny and chaotic moments, offering glimpses of unscripted royal life. The Queen's corgis, known for their spirited personalities, once caused a stir during a formal photo shoot at Buckingham Palace. As the photographer tried to capture a perfectly poised family portrait, the corgis decided they had other plans, barking and darting around the room. The Queen, clearly amused, was seen laughing at their antics, even as her attempts to wrangle them proved futile. Prince Harry has also had his share of funny pet moments. During a visit to a guide dog training center, Harry playfully attempted to hold a treat over a Labrador's nose, only for the dog to leap unexpectedly, knocking the treat and Harry's composure out of place. His reaction, a mix of surprise and laughter, delighted everyone present. These moments reflect the warmth and affection the royals share with their pets. Far from just being elegant accessories, their animals are very much part of the family, contributing their own dose of unpredictability and humor to royal life. And speaking of family dynamics, the next chapter explores how sibling camaraderie has sparked some of the most lighthearted moments between generations. 15. Generational banter. Royals. Keeping it in the family. Humor has always been a cornerstone of the royal family's interpersonal relationships, with playful teasing often exchanged between generations. One particularly heartwarming example involved Prince Charles and his son, Prince Harry, during a royal engagement. As Harry spoke about his time in the military, Charles interrupted with a wry grin, saying, "I thought you were just polishing boots, not doing anything too important." Harry responded with a quick laugh and a retort about Charles's inability to operate modern gadgets, leaving the audience chuckling. Even the Queen wasn't above a bit of family teasing. During Prince William's investiture as a Knight of the Garter, she was overheard making a playful comment about his posture, advising him to stand tall like a future king. William's amused reaction suggested he was used to her sharp observations, even in formal settings. These moments aren't limited to verbal exchanges. A viral instance of royal family banter occurred at Princess Eugenie's wedding when the younger members of the family were seen whispering and giggling in the pews. Their shared laughter, caught on camera, showcased the warmth and camaraderie that define their familial bonds. Such interactions highlight the balance between duty and humanity within the royal family. They serve as a reminder that behind the formal ceremonies and grand titles are real relationships filled with the same teasing, laughter, and love as any family. And as we move from family bonds to public engagements, the next part delves into moments when crowds brought out the royals' most candid reactions. 16. Crowd pleasers. Royals and their public antics. The British royal family is no stranger to adoring crowds, and their interactions with the public often lead to some of their most candid and entertaining moments. One such instance involved Prince William during a visit to a charity event. As he greeted a group of children, one particularly bold youngster pointed to him and asked, "Why don't you have any hair?" The crowd burst into laughter, and William, without missing a beat, responded with a grin, "I don't know. I keep asking myself that question every day." His quick wit and lighthearted response turned an awkward moment into an instant classic. Kate Middleton also proved to be a natural crowd pleaser during a visit to a children's hospital. While participating in a craft session with young patients, Kate found herself struggling to cut out a shape properly. A child, unimpressed with her scissor skills, jokingly offered to help her. Kate laughed, admitting, "You're definitely better at this than I am." The moment, captured on camera, showcased her relatability and ease with the public. From quick comebacks to spontaneous interactions, the royals have mastered the art of connecting with their audience. These moments demonstrate their ability to blend formality with humor, leaving lasting impressions. And while crowd interactions are always unpredictable, few things match the unpredictability of live performances, as seen in one of William's most surprising moments on stage. 17. William's karaoke surprise. Prince William is known for his composed and dignified demeanor, but even he has had his moments of stepping out of his comfort zone. One of the most unexpected examples came in 2013 at a charity gala held at Kensington Palace. The event featured a star-studded lineup, including Jon Bon Jovi and Taylor Swift, and while William likely thought he would remain a spectator, things took an amusing turn. At one point, Jon Bon Jovi invited William to join him on stage to sing the iconic hit, "Livin' on a Prayer." Hesitant but encouraged by the enthusiastic audience and some not-so-subtle nudging from Taylor Swift, William reluctantly took the microphone. His initial awkwardness melted away as he joined the chorus, belting out the lyrics with surprising energy. The moment was both endearing and hilarious, showcasing a side of the future king that is rarely seen. The performance quickly became a viral sensation, with fans praising William for his willingness to let loose in the name of charity. While his singing may not have rivaled that of Bon Jovi, his enthusiasm certainly won over the crowd. This unexpected karaoke moment not only entertained those in attendance but also highlighted William's ability to laugh at himself and embrace spontaneity. From music to mischief, the royal family never fails to surprise, as we'll see in the next chapter, featuring their adventures with unexpected challenges during travel. 18. Travel tribulations. Royals on the move, royal tours and state visits are meticulously planned. But as the saying goes, even the best-laid plans can go awry. These moments of unexpected humor during travel often show a lighter side of the royal family. One such instance occurred during a visit to New Zealand when Prince Charles found himself battling the elements, literally. As he stepped off a plane, a particularly strong gust of wind caught his tie, sending it flying dramatically over his shoulder. Unable to contain his amusement, Charles laughed at his wind-blown accessory, earning chuckles from onlookers. Travel mishaps aren't limited to wardrobe issues. During a royal tour in Canada, Queen Elizabeth II was treated to an indigenous welcome ceremony that included a drum performance. As the rhythmic drumming intensified, the Queen was seen tapping her foot ever so subtly, a rare and amusing departure from her typically composed exterior. Observers couldn't help but smile at the sight of the monarch enjoying the moment. Even Prince William and Kate have had their share of travel humor. On a trip to Pakistan, they boarded a traditional rickshaw for an event. While the ride was smooth, the sight of the impeccably dressed couple in such a modest vehicle brought grins to everyone watching. William later joked about the unexpected thrill of the journey, further endearing him to the crowd. These travel tribulations remind us that even with their demanding schedules, the royals aren't above a good laugh when the unexpected happens. And sometimes it's their reactions to cultural traditions that create the most memorable moments. 19. Cultural missteps and laughter. The royal family's international tours often involve embracing local customs, but this willingness to participate has occasionally led to moments of lighthearted awkwardness. A standout example occurred during a visit to Tuvalu, where Prince William and Kate Middleton were honored with a traditional welcome dance. Dressed in grass skirts and floral crowns, the usually composed couple gamely joined the performance, their moves delightfully unpolished. While their efforts were warmly received, the photos of the royal pair dancing became a viral sensation, showcasing their ability to laugh at themselves. Prince Charles had a similar experience during a visit to Ghana. Invited to participate in a traditional drumming session, Charles enthusiastically picked up a drum and began playing. However, his lack of rhythm quickly became evident, prompting laughter from the audience and himself. Ever the good sport, he joked about needing lessons, turning a potentially embarrassing moment into a display of charm. Even the Queen, known for her poise, once found herself in an amusing cultural exchange during a visit to Australia. While inspecting a gift of traditional Aboriginal artwork, she was asked if she'd like to try painting herself. The Queen, with her signature wit, replied, "Perhaps not today. I think I'd better leave it to the experts." Her remark drew hearty laughter from the group, further cementing her ability to navigate any situation with humor. From dancing to drumming to witty exchanges, these cultural encounters highlight the royals' willingness to embrace the unfamiliar with grace and a touch of fun. As we approach the conclusion, these moments remind us that humor truly transcends borders. 20. Royals in relatable moments. As much as the British royal family embodies tradition and formality, their most endearing qualities often emerge in moments of relatability. Whether it's the Queen struggling with modern technology or young Prince George's first day of school jitters, these instances resonate with people far beyond palace walls. One particularly relatable moment came from Meghan Markle during her first major public engagement as Duchess of Sussex. While attending a Commonwealth youth event, Meghan inadvertently closed a car door behind her, a seemingly mundane act that caught media attention. The image of a duchess performing such a simple task became a viral sensation, hailed as a refreshing contrast to the pomp and circumstance often associated with royal life. Even more amusing are the spontaneous interactions between royals and fans. During a visit to Scotland, a well-meaning grandmother gifted Prince Charles a hand-knitted wool sweater, joking that he needed more casual options. Charles's amused reaction and his polite thanks showed his ability to appreciate such heartfelt gestures, no matter how unconventional. These moments of ordinariness in extraordinary lives are a reminder that at their core, the royals are human. From raising families to navigating technology and embracing small acts of kindness, they share more with the public than their titles suggest. It's this mix of regality and relatability that keeps the world captivated. The royal family's funniest moments offer more than just entertainment. They humanize the monarchy and forge a deeper connection with the public. Whether it's Prince Louis's balcony antics, Queen Elizabeth's sharp wit, or Prince William's karaoke surprise, these instances show that behind the crowns and titles are individuals who laugh, stumble, and dance through life just like everyone else. Humor has been a consistent thread in their public and private personas, serving as a bridge between tradition and modernity. These candid moments remind us that even amidst the grandeur of royal life, it's often the simple, unguarded flashes of joy that leave the greatest impression. As the British royal family continues to evolve, one thing is certain: their ability to laugh at themselves and embrace life's unpredictability ensures they remain not just rulers, but relatable figures who bring a touch of levity to the world stage. With that, we have reached the end of today's video. If you have come this far, be sure to check out other videos on the channel.